The shadow cabinet in the Parliament of Uganda has outlined their alternative in the distribution of relief to vulnerable Ugandans. According to them, the cut should also be imposed to the State House budget and also increase on the amount to be given out to vulnerable people.
Also, the proposed 100,000 shillings is not adequate for an average household. We propose this amount to be doubled. We also think it should be doubled by suppressing the State House budget, since the President no longer has many movements. We undertake to identify other areas where resources can be got from the budget. Besides, this relief cannot be limited to Kampala Metropolitan, to cities or municipalities, since all categories mentioned in the proposal are present in all urban areas in Uganda.
According to Joyce Bagalantwatwa, the Minister of Information and Anti-Corruption in the Shadow Cabinet, there is need for the involvement of the elected leadership in this relief program.
There are reports that about 58 billion shillings was stolen and that procurement budgets were inflated. We want government to be transparent, especially now that we are receiving extra money from the International Monetary Fund, amounting to $1 billion, which is about 3.5 trillion Uganda shillings. Government has not come out clearly on the timetable for vaccination. There was no mention on securing HDU and ICU beds. We want to know how far government has gone on to recruit emergency health workers.
She further advised on government involvement and regulation of the manufacture of Covidex.
Crucial for the Ugandan government to move into to regulate the manufacture and the entire supply chain of this product in order to guarantee quality and safety. We have noted that with the approval, there is increase in demand of Covidex in Uganda and neighboring countries and led to a 10-fold increase in the cost from 5,000 shillings to about 80,000 shillings. This is unacceptable, a clear indicator that in the absence of regulation and other safety nets, unscrupulous and profit-oriented individuals will take advantage of desperate Ugandans.
Honorable Nantongo Fortunate Rose, the Shadow Minister of Gender, has noted some of its members that are left out, adding that the criteria used is not practical, with some of the categorized group not having mobile phones and national identification numbers, which are key points government is going to focus on as they distribute the relief.
That the elderly, our grandmothers and grandfathers, last received the 150,000 last year when we were in elections. They have not gotten this aid. There is a big cap in the aid that is being given, whereby some of our vulnerable people are being left out. They are not catered for in the rural areas. The criteria that is being used to determine who is vulnerable, we do not understand it. You are talking of using records by the city authorities. Most of these people are not registered.
We are seeing the district chairperson being given the power to be the political head in any area of jurisdiction, for that matter. But now, when you look at what is happening, under task forces, it's the RDC. Under anything, it's the RDC. Article 203 clearly shows the roles of the RDC. They're supposed to monitor, they're supposed to coordinate government issues, government services, just to monitor, not to be the political head. The political head is responsible for ensuring that the district runs well and also overseeing the municipalities. So what is happening today? We have usurping of powers. And at the end of it all, the fully elected leaders cannot do their roles.
Chiaga Hilary Innocent, the Shadow Minister of Arts and Culture, has also raised concerns from teachers and the entertainment industry.
The entertainment industry is one of the industries that have been in lockdown since the previous one. These people have families, but it's very challenging that whoever has been helped or supported is actually not under the beneficiary status that the government is talking about. The industry is full of mafias. Only the people who can approach the government, I mean the State House, are the ones benefiting from the funds artists must utilize.
Kabuye Frank, the Shadow Minister of Youth and Children, has also spoken for his docket.
We still fall under the vulnerables, and we need care and support from the government. We therefore call for a reform of the way they're going to distribute this relief, to see that this relief goes to everyone and to every region of the country. We also call for Parliament to sit and suspend some of the taxes that have been imposed on us.
Muwadanku Nyingi, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, raised a complaint against Ugandan embassies that are not responding to Ugandans living abroad.
We are operating offices here and receiving offices in those other countries, especially the Gulf region, UAE and the neighboring countries. Now, it has come to our knowledge that the offices of these companies in Uganda are closed. Even the offices in those regions are closed. But these companies took a number of Ugandan citizens to work abroad. But what is more challenging, these companies are reported to have confiscated passports and travel documents of these Ugandans.
Gilbert Olanya has also tackled on the independence of Parliament.
For the parliamentary sittings, it is an indication that they are getting order from somewhere else. That is why we have fear. We have fear that soon we may enter in the pocket of the executives. So we are very confident of that. And we are giving by before the 6th of this month, when the money shall start going into people's phone, the Speaker should call for the parliamentary sittings before the 6th of this month. If not, we will come from the village constituencies. We shall go back to the village and start mobilizing our people the way we know. Thank you.
Currently, the government of Uganda is going on with registering all those that are to receive the 100,000 cash relief. And next week, they are to send the relief through mobile money. And for those that do not have mobile phones, government is to use Post Bank to deliver relief to the municipalities, town residents, who include taxi and bus drivers and their conductors, orphanages, shoe shiners and cobblers, among others. This story has been compiled by Isa Chigongo for Channel 44 Prime News.